All right, Shalom. It's a brother Kaya from the GMS Louisiana Saints coming back at you with another quick lesson. Prior to getting started, as I always do, I to give effort and honors and prayers to Yahweh, by Hashem Yahushua, by Hashem Kakwadash, the honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone. Salutations to the Akim that's pushing the truth and sincerity. Lord willing, this video will be edifying first and foremost to those for elect, then to those that cleave to the body. And I just want to jump into a quick lesson real quick. Just on the update of the things to come, all right, concerning the future, for you American people, man, all right. This is a grim warning for the future, man, all right. The things that's surely shall come to pass, the things that we, that lies ahead is not for the good of the people, man, all right, regardless of what you have heard on TVs. Whatever you got your Joe Bidens, whatever they advertising or whatever they selling, at the end of the day, man, don't buy it. All right. Don't fall for it. Because even though they say the economy is good, everything is great, everything is heading into this direction, that's clearly a lie, man. All right. We are on the way of recession, inflation, and just really agony of life, man. Okay. Concerning America, man, America is in a dark place. There's a dark cloud over America, all right? And it's not coming from under that dark cloud, okay? It's going to have to reap the thunder and the lightning and the rain, okay, from what comes under that cloud, man. In other words, America is in trouble, man, all right? And it's been in trouble for a while. Now it's about to reap the fruits of its labor, which all it gave out across the earth was debt, all right, pain, right, ripping other nations off, democracy. Okay, so she's gonna have to get paid back with double. She is the whore, all right, which is America, man. She is sitting on many waters, as it says in Revelation, all right, meaning the waters is people, meaning what? Controlling the people, sanctioning the other people. Well, what's happening now, all right? She's getting a taste of her own medicine. So I'm going to read this article and then bring out another article just to show that the future is very dark. All right. This in this news app, it was a day ago, it says recession shock. Bank of America is the latest major institution to deliver a grim warning for the future. It says, talk of a looming recession is rampant around the globe, and now a major U.S. bank has issued its own dire forecast for the global economy. And the economy, as you once known, all right, is not up to par. All right, it's been told to people that they don't go in panic mode, that the economy is okay, man. But hey, a pack of steaks probably $30 right now, man. All right, the economy not doing so well. A gallon of gas is almost $5, man. All right, the economy is it's not in a good place. It says it's been over a month since Russia invaded Ukraine, leading to unforeseen and prolonged fallout for the global economy, combined with an inflation problem, all right, and also a famine of food problem, all right, because a lot of the poultry is going up, because a lot of the chickens is being killed off with the bird flu, allegedly, right? And of course, chicken make eggs, a lot of poultry, and different things of that nature. So now you're about to start seeing the main things that Jake eat, bread and eggs, and once these things start to inflate and get high, man, that's the end of the kingdom. It says combined with an inflation problem that was already spiking the prices of virtually every commodity. And then you got the supply chains. Well, at the ports, of course, the food and particular things it's not being imported and exported correctly. Well, at the end of the day, on schedule. So now that's doing what? It's backing up the export, man. All right, things getting in. All right, the food or whatever it is sitting on the docks, but though yet it's not going to the stores. So again, that's creating a inflation problem. All right, so everything has its own entity of which problem is causing. Okay, concerning what's the issue concerning the issue. It says combined with an inflation problem, all right, global institutions have begun ringing the alarm bells that we are on the brink of a long anticipated recession. So look up this word recession real quick. A period of temporary economic decline during which trade and industrial activity are reduced. The action of receding motion away from Missouri, generally identified by falling GDP in 2 successive quarters. The country is in a debt of secession. Yeah, receding. Meaning what? Going back. Recede is fading away, man. All right. It says in an investment strategy report sent to clients on Thursday, Bank of America analysts warned that inflation always precedes recessions. And that's right. To know that a recession coming, inflation happens. All right. Precedes meaning what? Go before. And that tighter monetary policies being put in place to control surging prices make a recession shock very likely. Yeah, and to shock the recession. Let's see what this is, right? It says inflation has been the bane of the U.S. economy for months, and rates have hit new highs since the war began. The annual inflation rate jumped to 7.9% in February, the highest it's been in 4 decades, which is 40 years. And the latest forecast suggests March's rate could reach 8.5, according to investment bank UBS. Such a rate would be the highest since 1981. If I'm not correct, I know, if I'm correct, so I think Warren Buffett got stock in Bank of America. And we know that devil, who he's connected with. The Federal Reserve has been laser focused on the problem for months, and the central bank began hiking interest rates weeks ago in an effort to temper demands and counter runaway inflation. Higher interest rates have led to inversions of the so-called yield curve, which means that short-term yields have suddenly become much more attractive than the traditional higher learning terms ones. A surge in short-term yields is an indicator that investors believe the immediate future of the market is better than a long-term view. And that's not true, man. Because long-term, this economy going to belly up, man. All right? And they tell you in Ecclesiastes that the keepers of the house is nervous, man. All right? Matter of fact, let me pull that out. The windows have been darkened, man. This Ecclesiastes 12 and 3. In the day when the keepers of the house shall tremble, and the strong men shall bow themselves, and the grinders cease because they are few, and those that look out of the windows are darkened. Yeah, looking out a window that's dark, meaning you don't see a future, man. All right? And that goes into also, these jobs going to start laying off more and more because of the fuel, the fuel costs in the economy, right? They just can't pay the payroll, all right, and fuel and whatever other supplies due to the supply chain disruptions, all right, is a domino effect. It says, and the doors shall be shut in the streets when the sound of the grinding is low, because the grinding goes back to working, man. All right? Working is low. It's hard to find jobs, man, especially high-paying ones. And even if they, paying decent, then they don't really have the hours. Because why? The supplies is in high demand, man. It says, and he shall rise up at the voice of the bird, and all the daughters of music shall be brought low, man. All right? Yeah, the keepers of the house is trembling, man. All right? The stock market is crashing. It's taking a blow, right? These jobs are laying off. All right. Unemployment is at a high all-time rate. Then they don't want to pay you unemployment. Hey, America's in trouble, man. You know, to say the less, say the least. Now I'm going to jump to this article. Let me see if I had anything else left for now. Yeah. It says BOF, which is Bank of America. Analysts said that this inversion is a sign that a recession is nigh. Yield curves always steepen as recession begins. Bank of America has joined the chorus of financial institutions warning the likelihood of an immediate recession, man. Market watchers have cautioned that an economic slowdown is the reasonable outcome to assume, given current low unemployment numbers in the U.S. and rising inflation rate. A growing list of billionaires, global investors, and Wall Street personalities have expressed more and more certainty that the trends we are seeing point to one clear conclusion. A recession is close, because the billionaire global investors and the Wall Street personalities are the people that control the market. And all they got to do is take their money out the market, all right, and that's going to crash the economy, man, which it definitely has to happen, because they have to come with a new wave of money, man. And that new wave of money going to be that what? That MOTB, man, that new digital currency, man. All right? That CBDC. Okay, that new wave of money, man. But you got to crash the old money in order to usher in the new money. But again, like I said, it's a grim warning for the future, man. And you go and look this up. This on at the end of the American Dream. It says, I'm going to kind of change lanes real quick. It says, if the U.S. is dragged into World War III, where will Biden find enough troops that are willing to fight? Because, again, the future is grim. All right? It's dark. It says, over the past week, it says a large number of prominent voices have been calling for NATO intervention in Ukraine. Of course, if NATO gets involved in the war, it is the U.S. military that is going to be doing the heavy lifting. Of course, because Ukraine, they backed by, NATO. Come on, man. That's obvious. Unfortunately, as you will see below, the U.S. military is actually shrinking because recruiting has become extremely difficult. That's why they're going to do a draft, man. They ain't recruiting. In the draft, ain't no recruiting. You're ordered to go. All right? Recruiting people is saying what's going on concerning the war. People ain't going to the army and, different things like that, man. All right? They see they going to war. So why would the recruiting officers or whoever it is for the army, they having trouble recruiting people, man. And rightfully so. Who want to just go get in the army and go to war? No, they want to collect the benefits. People want to collect the benefits, but they don't want to actually go for what they signed up for, man. They don't have no idea that this is reality, man. All right? You signed up for war. For the army, you going to war, man. It says, so if we actually go into Ukraine, we are going to need a lot more people to volunteer. And you ain't going to get no people to volunteer, man. Especially with all the memes going on in TikTok and, the things that's happening in Ukraine and different places of World War III on the verge. Hey, people is on to it, man. It says, we're the talking heads on television that are endlessly advocating for a war with Russia be willing to join up? Of course not. Many of our politicians are talking a good game, but needless to say, they won't be going to Ukraine, and neither will their children. The elite always count on someone else to fight their wars for them. But these days, it is becoming increasingly challenging to find even people that are willing to do that. Yep. They want the U.S. military to go into Ukraine, but we have no way to protect our population for intercontinental ballistic missile, which is ICBMs, man. You see? They don't have no way to protect our population, man. Yeah, because if our military going to Ukraine, who going to protect the U.S. people, man? But again, it's a grim warning for the future. Where in the world did the anti-war movement go? After the U.S. invaded Afghanistan and Iraq, an extremely vigorous anti-war movement relentless protest those wars. And that movement was often greatly aided by voices in the corporate media. In particular, MSNBC was a persistent thorn in the side of the Bush administration because day after day, it would feature voices that were passionately against the wars. But now everything has changed. These days, MSNBC is beating the war drums more loudly than anyone else. Yeah, that trumpet. All right. I realize that this doesn't seem to make any sense, but it is true. Wars and rumors of wars. North Korea edition, man. And it's on and on. I feel like something bad is coming. You are right on target. Look at this, man. These are all warnings for things to come, man. Which lets you know the days lie ahead is not going to be only nightmares, but it's going to be terrifying nightmares, man. All right? Because those dreams those people had, that the American people have, going to be nightmares. And they're going to be terrorized and tormented inside of their nightmares. Meaning what? That's the reality for you copper toppers, man. All right? And you going, man, because y'all didn't take heed of what was coming. Crimes against humanity that you would never hear about from the mainstream media. What would a global nuclear conflict look like? Yeah, and these are the things to prepare your mind for and get your mind ready for, man. All right? You know? Let's get that real quick. The Lord who must stand the host, man. This Acts 2:20. It says the sun shall be turned into darkness and the moon into blood before that great and notable day of the Lord. But that's the point. The notable day of the Lord is coming, man. All right? And the Lord mean business, man. You see? But again, the people haven't been on watch. They haven't taken heed. They haven't taken heed unto that which could protect their soul, man. Salaki. There was someone looking for a particular, man. They haven't watched, man. They I can't find it, but Salaki. But yeah, that was pretty much it, man. Again, the Lord have issued warnings on all levels, man, from a spiritual aspect to physical, man, to the eyes, where the eyes can notice and see, man. So if this day of this dark and horrible and horrific day catch you by surprise, Jake, hey, voila, man. Because again, you wasn't prepared for what was to come. And as we've been saying, as the prophet's been saying, which is the mouthpiece of the Lord been saying, listen, it's going to get dark and hell is hot. So Abba Watazat, it was that a fun. Next time, I'll see Shalom.